answering at the right time, right before the half. Close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football bomber out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Fires to the right. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down. The give on the inside. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Bringing the heat. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. And the Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 2nd down coming up. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Turning it on. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Mountaineers look to keep this drive humming. Scanning the field, it's Hammond. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. They'll run it from the gun. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Mountaineers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much. That's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ward. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Lost a throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Using the quick game. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Ward. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Mountaineers will hustle to the line. To the air on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Give him 6. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough.
don't know what it is about a missed field goal that can send a bolt of energy through an opposing offense. Now they've got it at about their own 37. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. It's Hammond. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Fires to the big fella. He gets it oh so close to the... West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Takes the easy completion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. That's reeled in. It's Vaughn. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Dumps it to the back. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. Quarterback empties his backfield. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To throw, it's Hammond. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Got the back over the middle. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get... Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. That's a fumble. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. They bring him down, but... West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, we cannot.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Throws to the back. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they... West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
It'll be third and long. Gets the back moving. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Hammond. Back open in the middle. That's not quite going to be enough. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on... It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in the...
One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in. power football with the run. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw, it's Hammond. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Got his man on the right. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. The Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And I like that this offense.
The give to the back. Creates a little space. Forced out of bounds, good pickup there on the ground.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
To the air, it's Hammond. It's complete to the left. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. One final play before the end of the quarter. Snagged in the middle. It's Wade. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and goal. Barrels ahead. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the...
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll give it to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Mountaineers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They really need to convert this 3rd and 1 to capitalize on that great field position. Wants to throw. It's Hammond. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. He'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the 1st quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the 1st down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it set up on the outside. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. The snap sets up to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
And the Mountaineers want to crank the tempo. With jet sweep pass. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was...
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback. Then you're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. End off from the shotgun. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Release to the back. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Hines is back in the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football, he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Finds his man. It's Vaughn. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents, whatever the reasons.